So I read this study that showed that they called people into the lab, and they had a group that was religious and spiritual, people who had a faith practice that believed in some kind of higher power, some kind of supernatural. And they also had a group of people who were not spiritual at all, didn't have any faith tradition. And then they had a control group. And they taught the people who didn't have a faith tradition how to pray. And the control group, they said, do whatever you want. They brought those people later on into a lab later on, and they asked all three groups to put their hand inside very cold water. Now, this is kind of a standard assessment. It's a pain tolerance test. And we see how long you can last in that very, very, very cold, almost freezing water. And they also measure like facial grimaces and, different expressions. And if you say anything about the pain, so they're measuring your pain tolerance and how long you can finally stay in the water.
Yeah.
Well, no surprise, the people who prayed, who had a faith-based prayer practice, they lasted much longer than the control group. But even the people who were taught how to pray, who did not have a faith background, if they could substitute some other word, okay, the universe, the sum of all forces, Mother Nature, something that was meaningful to them, they also had higher pain tolerance than the control group. And so this fascinated me.